Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Sheikh Abdullah. Today, I will take you through the story of Qaroon. Qaroon was the son of Prophet Musa's paternal uncle. In other words, he was the cousin of Musa, peace be upon him. Allah gave Qaroon treasures, that of which the keys would have been a burden to a body of strong men. That is, groups of strong men would not have been able to carry them, because they were so many. The keys of Qaroon's treasure were made of leather, each key like a finger, and each key was for a separate storeroom. When he rode anywhere, the keys would be carried on 60 mules, with white blazes on their foreheads and white feet. The righteous ones among his people exhorted him. By way of sincere advice and guidance, they said, do not exult in what you have, meaning, do not be arrogant and proud of your wealth. Verily, Allah likes not those who exult. Rather, use this great wealth and immense blessing Allah has given you to worship your Lord, and draw closer to Him by doing a variety of good deeds, which will earn you reward in this world, and the hereafter. Forget not your portion of lawful enjoyment in this world, and be generous as Allah has been generous to you. Do not let your aim be to spread corruption on earth and do harm to Allah's creation. Verily, Allah likes not the mischief makers. Allah informs us how Qaroon responded to the exhortations of his people when they sought to guide him to what is good. He said, "This has been given to me only because of the knowledge I possess. I have no need of your advice. Allah has only given me this wealth because He knows that I deserve it and because He loves me. In other words, He has given it to me because He knows that I am fit for this. Did he not know that Allah had destroyed before him generations, men who were stronger than him in might, and greater in the amount they had collected? This is what those who have little knowledge say, when they see a person whom Allah has granted a lot of wealth. They say that if he did not deserve it, Allah would not have given it to him." Allah tells us how Qaroon went forth one day before his people, with his magnificent regalia, wearing his fine clothes, accompanied by his fine horses, his servants and retinue. When those whose desires and inclinations were for the world saw his adornments and splendor, they wished that they could have the same as he had been given, and said, "Ah, would that we had the like of what Qaroon has been given. Verily, he is the owner of a great fortune," meaning that he is very lucky and has a great share in this world. When the people of beneficial knowledge heard this, they said to them, "Woe to you! The reward of Allah is better for those who believe and do righteous deeds. Allah's reward to his believing, righteous servants in the hereafter is better than what you see, and this none shall attain except the patient." After telling us about Qaroon's conceit and pride in his adornments, and how he was arrogant towards his people and transgressed against them, Allah then tells us how he and his dwelling place were swallowed up by the earth. When he went out wearing 2 green garments, walking proudly and arrogantly, Allah commanded the earth to swallow him up, and he will remain sinking down into it until the day of resurrection. Then he had no group to help him against Allah, nor was he one of those who could save themselves. His wealth, group, servants and retinue were of no avail to him, they could not protect him from the wrath and vengeance of Allah. His people learned a lesson from him being swallowed up. Those who had desired his position the day before, began to say that wealth does not indicate that Allah is pleased with its owner, for Allah gives and withholds, allows times of difficulty and times of ease, raises and lowers. His is the most complete wisdom and most convincing proof. They said, were it not for the kindness and grace of Allah towards us, we could have been swallowed up by the earth just as he was swallowed up, because we wanted to be like him. Know you not that the disbelievers will never be successful? He was a disbeliever, and the disbelievers will never be successful before Allah in this world or in the hereafter. Truth are the words of Allah. This is the end of today's story. Watch out for more stories. Bye for now.